He has other engagements, but you will have an opportunity just to ask a few questions. And I had already given this mic to... Okay.
Thank you very much, my friend. You have the floor.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. President, Honorable Raila, Mudavadi, and everyone in the House, good morning once more. My name is Ismail Mengistu Pinto. I'm living in Germany for 14 years and working at the moment with the Mercedes-Benz in Spandau. And I have a few questions that affects me also directly and other Kenyans. My first question is, I was here yesterday, and today morning I had a phone call with over 6 persons, and most of them had a misunderstanding why you are here, and most of them are saying that you signed that some of them to be deported home. Now I'm here to ask you to address them and tell them that your intention here was positive and not to take anybody home so that they don't have the misconcept. And number two goes to the diasporas here. We tend to be sending a lot of money at home, and I think I send at least 2,000 every month, at 1,500 something. There's a time we fly home and we are told that the things or the goods, the gadgets we carry for our families cannot be allowed to give our families in there. And most of us were frustrated at the airport, and some of our belongings were left in the airport and we never had them. I think it affects our livelihood in one way or the other. My last question, I'm a businessman, also in Kenya, and it wasn't easy to do business in Kenya because there are some parts of the government that comes to the shops and collects some money and find different problems which are not worth being the workers to be taken for to the cell. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me just do this so that maybe by answering some of these questions, I could answer some of the others, but let me just answer him, and then I take the next question. The negotiation of this agreement is a negotiation between the government of Germany and the government of Kenya. It is an agreement that is open. You can read the agreement. You don't have to wait for anybody to tell you this agreement is about sending anybody to Kenya. Just read the agreement. You are lucky you understand German. It is both in German and in English. You know, so you just need to know to read the agreement because it provides for us. Because today I was meeting the recruiting agencies in the morning. They've been having very serious problems of accessing this market because we didn't have an agreement. Today we are using the agreement to make it easy. First, to make sure that we have mutual recognition of skills. Second, we have elimination of unnecessary barriers for those people who have an opportunity to work here. 3, it creates a seamless connection between the opportunities in Germany, that are many, and the millions of young people in Kenya that are looking for those opportunities. This agreement facilitates those who are looking for opportunities. And nobody will be forced to come to Germany. It is a volunteer. When you're looking for a job, you look for a job in a place where you are comfortable to work. The rules are there, the regulations are there, and much more importantly, there are citizens who come from Kenya, work for the companies here, and sometimes they are abused. And they are mishandled. The agreement gives us now the opportunity to make sure that we can protect the rights of Kenyans working in Germany. Making sure that they are paid in accordance with the law. We don't want Kenyans to be underpaid merely because they are of the color of their skin. They are also treated as they should, as we treat citizens of other countries. Of course, on the German side, they've also said once somebody completes his tour, he has worked here, and in fact, before even I go there, it also gives us an opportunity to have visas for people who want to train in Germany, you know, which has always been a problem. And secondly, it also gives us an opportunity to, even when you have trained, it now gives you an opportunity for you to have industrial attachment, visa for you to stay here to do industrial attachment. I hope Rosalind, that's correct, yeah? To make sure that you have an opportunity for industrial attachment. And then it also gives you an opportunity, once you have a company that now wants to hire you, it also makes sure that you have the legal framework for you to work here with proper documentation. So that is the reason why we signed this agreement. And it is because we have millions of citizens in Kenya that can benefit from hundreds of thousands of job opportunities in Germany. It is also what we are doing with other countries. We are currently negotiating with the US. We are negotiating with Austria. We are negotiating with another 19 countries on how the single most important asset we have, our human capital, we can use it to drive our economy. As you've heard and you've said yourself, our diaspora, Kenyans working abroad, like you, Bwana Ismail, you are contributing to the economy of our country. We have $4 billion of remittance from diaspora workers like yourselves, and it is making a difference in Kenya. It is my intention to take that to $10 billion, hopefully in the next 5 years. Yes, it is possible. It's doable. So that we can use it to drive our economy. You have said that there was, just hold on. You said that there was a problem at the airport on gadgets and stuff like that. I think there was a problem. It was flagged out, and that problem was dealt with. So that we have a look at. We also need to be careful. If you're taking stuff to your family, it has to be clearly to your family. But you can't have 20 iPhones. I mean, honestly, because no, but you see, we really must, as Kenyans, we must also be responsible. You know, let's be honest. We must also be responsible. I know there are cases where sometimes it is stretched to absurd, you know, a realm of the absurd. And if you want to do business, it's good to do business. And it's good to say, okay, I'm doing this business. Then you also keep to the rules of doing business. If other people are paying duties for them to sell phones, we shouldn't have another category of people who are not paying duties and therefore take advantage of the others. So I think that is an area we need. But for clarity, if matters are for family use or your own use, there shouldn't be a problem, and we've given firm instructions in that direction. And then finally, you asked me about the last question.
My last question was, I own a wine and spirit shop.
Yes.
And every week there's either a police or a county council or somebody from the government
Correct.
coming to arrest the ladies and glass in the shop in the name
Of this license or that license.
yeah,
Yep.
but the license is there.
So I I get what you're saying. So we have been working with the counties. You know, finally, we now have a working, devolved system of government. And we are encouraging county governments to look at businesses as the engines of growth in their areas, and that they shouldn't be harassing business people. We are also working with counties as a national government to assist them to harmonize the licensing regime. Some of the counties are now looking at how can they have one business permit so that you don't have to be licensed by 10 people. You don't need NEMA, and then you have this poisoned board, and then you have the other one. And progressively, we also want to leverage on technology. That you see, it is easier if things are done using technology, so that somebody doesn't have to come to your shop. They just need to go and find out, this is business X, Y, and Z. Do they have the requisite permits? Are they compliant? And that should stop there. But it is work in progress.
Okay. So.
Let me take a lady now. Yes, madam?
Here.
Oh, yeah. There's already one with a mic.
Yes, Your Excellency, it's a pleasure and an honor to have this opportunity. My name is Natalie Schrogel. I work for a management consultancy. Natalie, yes. Natalie, yes. I work in the management consultancy sector, sitting at the intersection of digitization and systems leadership. So, and we serve the public and the private sector to close the digital divide. So, as we get ready, okay. So we're working to systems leadership, digitization to close the digital divide. So as we get ready to convene at the UNGA 79 in New York, under the Mantle Summit of the Future, how can we as the diaspora play a role, and what role can we play towards helping Kenya position itself in these goals? Because if we tie the knot around the agreement that we signed yesterday, it's a big goal that we've really moved for our country. So how do we put these two moving parts together to be able to, holistically just move that needle forward? And what is the role? And I'm just going to be very careful not to speak of any diaspora, because I only know the German system. So how can we, the Germans specifically, be a part in the future declarations that we're going to make in New York? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.